Hello and welcome to our third edition of Like and Subscribe, our video series here on YouTube, all about how our pupils and staff all across the St Ralph Showing Catholic Multi-Academy Trust are trying to like and subscribe to being a disciple, especially in our time of Lent. This week we are joined by St Mary's in Derby, who are sharing some of the things that they're doing around fasting. And that's the theme of this week's video, of fasting. Lent is famous for fasting. If probably the thing people think of first when we say Lent, about giving something up. But fasting can easily become dieting, where we just cut out things that are bad for us, like chocolate or crisps or tea or coffee. These things that can seem that we'll have a healthier lifestyle without. And we can easily cut these things out and actually miss the point of fasting, that it becomes dieting. The difference between fasting and dieting is the reason. It can actually be quite similar activities, going without foods or particular drinks. But fasting is different because of the reason we do it. And the reason we fast is because fasting helps us get closer to God. It's not about us trying to lose weight or try and get healthier. It's about us simply being better friends with Jesus. And the reason this does this is because we can easily get attached to things. I know I often say I love Jaffa cakes. But I also say that I love Jesus. And my love for Jesus has got to be greater than my love for Jaffa cakes. So fasting is an opportunity for us to kind of let go of things that we might be loving a little bit too much, and makes us reorder and appreciate the things that are most important. Fasting also reminds us that there are many people who aren't as fortunate as ourselves, and that Jesus is calling us to help them. We can easily forget that when we're constantly with food. So when we go without things, it makes us think a little bit more about that. Fasting is also part of our prayer. It's a sacrifice that we make. Just as in almsgiving, we sacrifice our time to help others. In fasting, we sacrifice something so that we can give our love to God more. It reminds us to pray when we realise we're missing things, but also it's a sign of our love for Jesus and our way of appreciating the greatest sacrifice that He offers for us on Good Friday. So I hope your fasting is going well. I've said I've given up drinks that aren't water, and I'm getting to the point now where I really want a Sprite, if I'm honest. And I've also given up chocolate, which I cannot wait for my chocolate Easter egg. But it does, every time I fancy one of those different drinks, or if I fancy a bit of chocolate, it's a great opportunity to remind me of Jesus' love for me and the reason I'm doing this. So, for no further ado, I'm going to pass over to St Mary's, who are going to tell us all about what they've been fasting from.
We are St Mary's Primary School in Derby.
We've recently watched Joe's YouTube video, and he's been sharing and asking us how we are going to give up things for Lent and how we're going to come closer to Jesus.
For Lent, I'm giving up my time and I'm going to church more often.
During Lent, I'm going to try and spend less time in my room and come together as a big family to come closer to Jesus and come closer to my sister so we can play more games together, because normally I don't study, but when she asks me.
For Lent, I'm going to give up electronics and spend more physical time with my family to help us grow in God's way.
During Lent, I'm going to stop being grumpy and spread a smile to everyone so that the world can become a better place and everyone can be closer to God.
I'm going to give up coke and help my mum run really hard times.
I'm going to give up my time to help myself practice stats and boost my credit and practice my talent that God has given me.
I'm going to give up my electronics and I'm going to do one small act of kindness every day.
Bye!
Thank you very much, St Mary's. There's some great ideas of what you shared there, and really interesting how you are responding to the call to be Jesus' disciple. We hope that all of you watching are also doing well in your fasting, and if not been too painful, but an opportunity to remind us how much Jesus loves us and how much we're called to love Jesus too. So God bless you in the rest of Lent, and remember to keep liking and subscribing, not just to our YouTube channel, but to being a disciple as well.